Hey, Wagwan, it's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. So, before I even get into the meat of this segment, I just want to first say, me first. I'm before sports, before anything. I have mad integrity. I'm an individual that loves people, and my heart reaches out to people when they're struggling and things of that nature. So, unfortunate situation for the division rival Redskins quarterback Alex Smith. I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently since he had broken both his tibia and his fibula, which is already unfortunate, I was praying for him. But he said, reports say that he's been having complications with the broken leg, saying that he's battling with an infection in the leg to the point that, well, they call it devastating. So I don't know I know devastating is terrible, but I don't know what extent that actually means because they're kind of vague with it. Even when you say devastating, we know what devastating means, but it's, we know that it's bad, but we don't know to what extent yet. But they're basically, his future playing football is definitely in jeopardy right now. I know that he's not in his prime anymore. He's already close to the end of his career, but I know that he still had a couple of seasons left in him at least. But it looks like if this infection is what they say it is, he may not ever be able to play football again. And, that really sucks for the Redskins. My heart goes out to Alex Smith and, his family, and I will continue to, pray for him. I hope everything goes well with him. So at least even if he doesn't play football again, that his leg can be back right. He could walk normal for the rest of his life. Because again, some people don't understand that, like, when we watch football, we don't look at these guys as players or as people sometimes. We're like, they're football players. That's all they are. They don't need to do nothing else. Some people have that notion, but you can't think of it like that. They're human just like the rest of us are. Same thing with firefighters and police officers. When they're not in uniform, they're civilians just like the rest of us. So, you have to look at the human aspect of things and how things, you got to look at it from a broader perspective. And, you look at things from an angle of, hey, I feel for this person. They're dealing with this and that. I wonder how their family is coping with it or things of that nature. Me personally, I'm just a very passionate individual and I care about people. So I just look at it like this. That really sucks. You know what I mean? But I'll definitely keep him in my prayers, even though we're a division rival. That goes beyond football at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you never wish an injury like that on anybody. You would never hear me say, "Oh, he got injured. Yes, get him out of there." We joke and play sometimes, but at the end of the day, like, this is real life, and this is what people deal with. Because you never know. The thing that you love and the thing that you've done most of your life can be taken away from you just like this. And I say the things with people that are wealthy, that are rich, you're one paycheck away from being broke. And I tell people all the time, always appreciate what you have because you may not always have it. I tell people all the time, never burn your bridges because you never know when you got to walk across that bridge again. That's just a little nugget of knowledge. You guys know how I do. I keep it real. But again, prayers go out to Alex Smith. Hopefully, everything gets better. He could come back and play again next season. But if not, like I said, I hope that, for the rest of his life, he'll be able to be okay and walk and deal with his wife, his kids, his dogs and things of that nature, because he's a family man and, that's important, to be able to still provide for your household. But on to Eagle news. Now, we play the Eagles again this week. This game is the battle of first place in the division. The Eagles defeated the Redskins this past week, putting the Redskins back at 6-6. The Eagles now are playing for first place with the Dallas Cowboys. If the Dallas Cowboys win this game, they will definitely have sole possession. And then if we win the Colts next week, we will then eliminate the Eagles from the NFC East title. So we definitely want to get that done. One thing I love about the Dallas Cowboys, we don't talk trash like that. Now, I know some of you haters on here that are from other teams are going to come in here saying, "What do you mean? Dak Prescott said something and DeMarcus Lawrence said something." Look here, all right? DeMarcus Lawrence, what he said was not really trash talk. It was more of, he was telling you guys what we're going to do. Cowboys are always counted out. I don't care how many. The Cowboys will go undefeated in the season, and teams still, and then analysts out here still be like, "Oh, them Cowboys really suck." Like, the Cowboys will never get credit by anybody in this league. So, and I don't care, because I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, and for the rest of my life, I will be. I don't hate anybody else for what your team is, but, you know, if I'm playing against you that week, we're not conversing. So I look at it like this. You know, DeMarcus Lawrence basically said what it was. We're not afraid of you guys. He said what he was supposed to say. You know, I mentioned in the video before, we have a team full of young guys, and these guys are starstruck when they see a guy like Drew Brees. So you look at DeMarcus Lawrence, he was basically trying to get his defense like, look, we got to stay focused. We got to beat this team, because if we want to make it to the playoffs and we want to get to that big game, it starts right here. And shout out to D-Law for that. I mean, that shows a lot of maturity. It shows that you are the leader of that defense, and the Cowboys better pay him next year, because that's who you want on your team right there. And he's playing on a bum shoulder. Still needed surgery on his labrum. So, you know, it is what it is. So, with that being said, Eagles linebacker, what does this do? I had to write his name down. His name is Camu Grugier-Hill. I wish I had a drop that will play right now. Who is that? Camu Grugier-Hill? Do any of y'all know who this guy is? This guy is talking crap about Dallas Cowboys, basically saying they're going to choke. Okay, you saying the same thing that everybody says all the time, every year. Even back when we had Tony Romo, they always said the Cowboys choke at the big game. We can't win playoff games. Look, I know that my team has not won a Super Bowl in the last 23 seasons. I know that my team only has 3 playoff wins since '96. I know all of that. But let me tell you something. One thing about this Dallas Cowboy team, they have heart. And regardless of the situation, they're going to show up and play. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I said this before, Jason Garrett may not be the best coach. He may be a conservative guy, this and that, but his philosophy has this team going. And this team is playing for their coach, and they're doing what they need to do. And I said it once, and I say it again. We do got to get rid of Scott Linehan, though, because them players got to get better on offense, and he's just not the guy to give the offense this oomph to do what they need to do. But again, as far as Jason Garrett goes, if he's still the coach, but we have a great offensive coordinator to call plays, I'm cool with that, because the players are going to play for Jason Garrett, and I respect that. My whole thing is this. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, they're not going to respond to that crap. They're probably talking amongst themselves like, oh, we about to go in here and kill them, y'all. We about to go in here and crush this team. So, but the Cowboys don't have to go like this, because you remember the Eagles did that last time. Jason Peters and Kelsey was doing that talking about, I don't like the organization, I don't respect it, everything that it stands for, blase, blase, stuff that they talk about every year. Okay, let's find something new to trash talk about. Let's do it. How about we do that? You know what I mean? We beat y'all week 10, and if y'all come in here, y'all come into Dallas, and one thing that you do when you talk trash, you take the psychological advantage that you have away. Now, their linebacker did all that. You just took whatever edge that you have away, because this Dallas defense is going to say the same thing like they said when we had to play the Saints. We know what we can do. We're going to shut up, and we're going to show you. We don't need the trash talk. We will show you what the W is. So, we'll see what happens at the end of that game. But again, this linebacker, I don't even know who this guy is. And trust me, I know a lot about football. I know a lot about these players. I don't even know who this guy is. Camu, Hill, Grugier. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are, sir. You ain't Leighton Vander Esch, you ain't Jalen Smith, and you damn sure ain't no Sean Lee. So I look at it like this. What you gonna do, bruh? He talking about he gonna go out there and make us choke. He gonna make us choke. You gonna make us choke, bro? Okay. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. We will see about that. Now, look, I'm all for the trash talking, but look, you know, you better walk it like you talk it. Hey, walk it like you talk. Because if you can't walk it after you talk it, there's no need for the conversation, bro. There's no need for it at all. So I just want my defense to go in there, shut their offense down. I want Dak Prescott to come out, step up in the pocket. I need Dak Prescott to scan the field. I need him to look through his regressions and find his open receivers. Get better at throwing the ball with Michael Gallup, because there's opportunities out there because their secondary isn't that great right now. And I'm looking at what they have right now. We can definitely throw on. We were able to get passing yards on the Saints, and Lattimore is a great corner for the Saints. And you know, I respect their defense a lot. But the Eagles don't have right now what the Saints have on defense. And you see what happened in that game. So what makes you think that you're just going to go out there and make the team choke? I'm just saying, bro. What you going to do? So, you know, I'm not big on trash talking as a fan either. I'm more of that guy. You know, y'all know me. I joke. I have fun. You know what I mean? You only live once. You know, but again, the respect factor is there. I always respect a division team because no matter how much that team has injuries or we have injuries, a division game is always going to be hard. It's always going to be, you don't see many blowouts in a division game unless something dramatic happened in the game. But outside of that, like, you know, it's normally a tight game. You know, the Eagles did win the Super Bowl last year. Fine, you know. Jason Peters said that some people said to him, because he lives in Texas, so, you know, he heard people say that they got lucky. I'm not going to say they got lucky. I already gave the Eagles credit for winning the Super Bowl. I said they did what they needed to do to win. They outsmarted the Patriots. They did some trick plays. They did some things and threw some wrinkles in there that nobody's seen before, and that's how you win games of that stature. So that's one thing that I know that my team needs to get better. I know what my team's weakness is. I know what my players' weakness is, but as a fan base, though, and then he tried to attack the fan base. Talk about the fan base only is there. They're not emotional about the team. They're only there because the team won 5 Super Bowls back in the day, 71, 77, 92, 93, 95. You look at that, and then they're just riding off of the success of the Cowboys. Well, bro, you just contradicted yourself. You just said that the Cowboys ain't won a Super Bowl in 23 years. The Cowboys only got 3 playoff wins since 96. So at the end of the day, what victories are we riding off of? Yeah, we got 8-8 seasons. We got 12-4 seasons. We got 13-3 seasons. We got 9-7 seasons. So and a 4-12 one that's in there somewhere. So again, tell me what success that we're riding off of, sir. Now, I know all of you guys here that are real Dallas Cowboy fans. I know my subscribers. I know y'all. I know y'all passionate like I am. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. First of all, as a YouTuber, as a Cowboys YouTuber, name me any other team in this NFL right now that has more content creators for the Dallas Cowboys on YouTube than the Cowboys do. Tell me right now how many YouTuber Cowboy fans, another team that has more than the Cowboys. I don't see it. I know there's a few Redskins. I know there's a couple of Eagles. Shout out to Philly 500. But you look at other YouTubers and stuff from other teams. No other team have as many as we have. I have a group of my guys. We're called Cowboys Conglomerate. What other team you know can create a group like that of YouTubers and doing the things that we do? Shout out Mark Holmes, the hardest working Cowboys YouTuber out there. I look at it like this. Mark going around and talking to Mark talks to different fans of different teams and things of that nature. And like when we were at the draft, I did the same thing. I love it. Like I'm not going to not talk to you because you're a fan of another team. I'll listen to what you got to say. Hell, we took the stinking New York Giant fan with us to Texas on a road trip to the draft. Yeah, I wanted to put him on the roof a couple of times because he got on my nerves. But it was cool. It was good camaraderie. We got a chance to, you know, get different perspectives. And again, it's all for the rest of you fans out there that love the team, love the culture of the NFL. And, you know, the NFL right now is called the No Fun League. But guess what? Us content creators, we are out here trying to bring the fun back, y'all. And me personally, you know, I try to bring a different perspective to things. I try to get a little bit of comedy in there with y'all, you know, because again, a lot of you guys don't know me personally, but like I said, I'm a very jovial individual. Like, you know, I love to have fun. I love to, you know, be playful, but you know, it's a time and place for everything. And at the end of the day, I just want you guys to see the bigger picture, and that's all that is. So, for the linebacker that was talking to trash, we'll see what happens on Sunday. So, as of course you guys know, I'll be doing my matchup video before the game on Sunday. Look out for that. Throwing a couple of wrinkles in here and there, trying to shake things up a little bit, see what you guys think. So, again, with that being said, it's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Oh, yeah, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and smack that subscribe button, hit that bell. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day.